AI is moving faster than companies can think. And some companies are replacing entire departments before they even understand the consequences. I'm sure you are fully aware about this. I just screened a candidate this week, and it was painful because the person shared with me that her entire department had been laid off because of AI. So that is such a horrible feeling because you have to understand you're not being replaced as because you're not good at your job. They're basically saying, how can we cut costs? How can we speed up the process? How can we be more effective? And they're looking at the financial side, but they're not looking at the human side, which is so important to the consumer, right? Because there are things that AI cannot do. This AI shift is replacing tasks. It's not really replacing humans. And the reason I say that, and you're probably going to say, Eileen, what the hell are you talking about? Because they are replacing humans, right? But you have to remember that there are things that AI can do great, but there are things that it cannot do. Only you can do. So what can we do to get ahead of the AI game? What can we do to protect our jobs? Well, there's not a lot that you can do to stop AI, but this is the way I see it. I think that for us to get ahead of the game, we're going to have to learn how to use AI. We're going to have to learn how to be able to understand how it works so that we can incorporate it into what we do today. And not just saying, okay, so I just did this faster, but how do I audit the process? How do I make sure that AI is not missing steps? How do I become so important that when AI is being used, it is used properly? Because that's going to give us some value. Now, I've seen a lot of different courses on LinkedIn that are free. I've seen a lot of people that are constantly getting certifications on how to use AI. They're doing that because they're getting ahead of the game. And it is something that I have to do. It is something that I recommend for you to do because it is unfortunate, but AI is actually taking over. And I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying this because Oracle just laid off 30,000 people and AI was the big culprit. So if you're not aware about that, look it up. And there are other companies that are going to jump on this bandwagon. Now, of course, chances are that later in life, they might say, you know what, we were too fast. We didn't understand the process. We need to get some people back. But that is down the line. You have a problem today, which is how do I protect what I have? And the best way is for you to evolve as well. Like I said, AI is not going away. We need to, as much as some of us resent it, because I've heard a lot of stories, people don't want to get involved, people don't want to hear about it. This is not the right attitude because we're not going to stop it. But we could do something so that we are better prepared as it comes into our areas. And I would say it's about us getting involved first. Learn how to use it. Learn to use it in your favor so that you are embracing it, using it to the max, but at the same time, you're finding ways so that you could be the one who's managing how AI is being used in your department. I hope that this helps you. If you have ideas, feel free to share them because the truth is this is something that we're all learning together. But the one thing I don't want you to get is stuck. Don't sit down panicking about what can happen. Instead, understand AI is a reality and we have to deal with it. And it might take us getting more involved. Best of luck.